Hello Watersides, or welcome to Timsy Naked Tarot. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked, the tarot reads a naked boat, which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can. Okay, saying all that, we are doing a monthly overview for you. Okay, the way we do this on this particular channel is I pull out a rune from my bag of runes, and that'll be the overall energy of the month. Out of here we will get 5 energies for each of the weeks of that month, and the last one being going into November, and some clarifiers out of there. So let's just crack on with it, shall we? We've got Gabo. Gabo is the rune of gift, for want of a better word. Is a little bit deeper and more meaningful than just a gift, but it's receiving and giving the gifts, receiving them with grace and happiness and joy. It's not so much the actual gift itself, it is the fact that someone thought about giving you one. Okay, it can be a sign of contracts as well, way back when, and possibly even today. People would accept a cross, yeah, as a form of signature to recognize that yes, I was informed about what I'm signing to and going from it. Although probably wouldn't stand up in a court of law as much as it did back in the day. Okay, so all the cards have been pre-shuffled. We'll just give them a cut and another quick shuffle afterwards. We've got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck there, and well, it wants to show us the Three of Pentacles. We're not going to look at that. Okay, and the Three of Pentacles. So going with this Gabo, this gift, is the energy is changing. Well, the energies are changing. We'll go with that straight away then. The energies are changing, and there is this energy of people wanting to work with you, or you wanting to work with other people with that Three of Pentacles. So going into the beginning of October, we have got the Empress in reverse. It could mean a few things. It could mean that you are dealing on the first week with someone who is a little bit overbearing, a little bit overpowering, probably a feminine energy. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a female, but someone who is very feminine, sort of more in control of home and welfare of children and things like that. Not, again, not genderizing or anything there. But yes, it's going to be some sort of controlling energy. They are in charge, or they like to believe they're in charge, and they let everyone know it as well with the Empress. They have no problem attracting things and all that, and this is the energies you are going to be dealing with for the first week. For the second week, we got the Seven of Wands. There is a defensive energy around you on the second week of October. I'm sure it just got dark. Yeah, it did again. It's your defensive. You're going to be thinking that you're in the right, and you're going to be defending that position. On the third week of October, that's escalating into something a little bit more. You might actually having to be not just defending your position, but actually fighting to keep that position. Perhaps maybe you've realized that you may have been wrong, and then that will be like the struggle of accepting defeat graciously and bowing down, or it could be giving your all to try to win the day. The last full week of August. Okay, slip of the tongue there. That's what most people will call it. Maybe it's a Freudian slip. When it comes to tarot reading, when tarot readers slip up like that, it's actually the universe blurting something else out. Okay, whatever this loss and regret is you're feeling in the fourth week of October, it's linked with something what happened in August for you. Okay, you are feeling some loss and regret on the fourth week, but possibly you might be coming to an end of loss and regret of something what did happen in August, and you might be finding the two cups which is still standing, the rest of life worth going on for, etc., etc. Whatever spurs off of that is leaving you in a position of you looking inwards to yourself. I actually feel it's more connected to them two than this one, but I feel that's all linked one way or another. And it's going to leave you in a position where you're going to be looking inwards, analysing yourself and where you may have gone wrong or may have been able to do things better. Okay, let's get some clarifiers for them all then. Let's clarify the first week of October for you. Okay, Death and the Knight of Wands. Well, one could literally just read this as this is the end of someone's player's ways. Okay, possibly you are dealing with someone who is just literally with you for whatever you have between your legs. That's all they're interested in. And this is coming to an end one way or another. But the Death card indicates a rebirth. So it is possible that they may have first been initially attracted to whatever's between your legs, but once they've been there, once they've got to know you and they wanted more, they've started to realise that I might be able to make a relationship out of this, and they might have changed. It could also be the Knight of Wands is also about passion. It's driving forward. It's having that get up and go. And maybe you're losing the enthusiasm on something you did have a lot of passion for in the past. Maybe you used to love golf, and now it's becoming more of a hassle, more of a chore, finding time to go and play it. And then actually like walking around and getting halfway around and it starts to rain. I don't know about the climate where you are, but in Britain, you can never rely on the weather to be doing what it's meant to be doing. Okay, crossing it is the Five of Pentacles. There is a feeling left out in the cold element to this as well. Again, this could be the person, the player. Maybe you've realised that they're a player and you've moved them on. What's ended is the deception of what they are, and what was reborn was the realisation, and you've let them go and you've moved them on, putting them out in the cold. Perhaps it's some sort of financial thing, and that might be why you are losing the passion for something purely for financial reasons. Well, let's have a look at these. The Queen of Wands and the World. Okay, this is for your second week. The Queen of Wands is someone who tends to put a brave face on things. Okay, they are the centre of attention. They're the element of the Empress which makes them attractive and pulls everything in towards them. And the Queen of Wands, to a lesser extent, does exactly the same. They are very attractive. They normally go out of their way to make sure they're looking attractive when they're out in public and things. It's the sort of person who will put their makeup on to just walk down to the shop because they never know who they might see. They're also the sort of person that once their makeup's on, that is them, a different person. And behind that makeup is the real person, the person who is shy and insecure with themselves and possibly the total opposite of what they display to the outside. And so perhaps you're defending an image. Okay, I'm feeling image of this particular. The Queen of Wands can be, sometimes it's classed as a witch. Okay, someone who performs garden magic and the like. Sometimes it's portrayed as someone you won't be able to trust further than you can throw them. But in this, I'm just getting the image part of the Queen of Wands. And that's what is being defended. You're defending your image, your way of life, your style, whatever that may be, which is leading to a new start, a world. Okay, and the world is like all the aces rolled into one. If the Empress is all the queens and the Emperor is all the kings, I see the world as all the aces. You've got it all there. You've got the finances there to start if you want to, and you've got the passion. We're bearing in mind the passion might be waning from something else because something new is coming into it. Yeah, the Death card, something ends, something new begins, and here it is. Crossing this is the Temperance card. Now the Temperance card is basically, although it's patience in the things, it's also about strength. It makes you stronger. You've heard the old sayings, what don't kill you makes you stronger. the best things come to those who wait and things like that. Well, that is the Temperance card. That's what it's all sort of spurring about. So this could be something you've been waiting for a long time to actually get going, or you may be waiting for the finances to be right, or you've been waiting for perhaps your image to be right before you start this, but now is the time to start it. Okay, so we got the Seven of Wands coming out with that Nine of Wands. I told you they were linked even before we got that far. And the Hierophant. And the Hierophant in this particular case is talking about something long-term, something you're going to commit to. Okay, the Seven of Wands, again, is this defensiveness coming down. It's literally, as I said, it's crossing over from one week into the other. But it's becoming more of a need to defend it. It's no longer just like defending your corner. It's actually fighting for your corner. Because you want this to go the whole way, the whole hog, okay? For some of you, it could be talking about things like marriage or commitment to a new religion or something like that. But I feel for the bulk, it's literally just whatever you're defending is what you have decided is going to be for the rest of your life. It could be a person. It might be a job change you've done. Crossing this is the Five of Wands. You're going to be very tested through this. A lot of people are going to be pushing you to the limit to see if you will break. And that's why this Nine of Wands is here as well. Okay, but interestingly, if you take the commitment side of the Hierophant, convert it into the suits of the tarot, that would probably come out as a Four of Wands. The Four of Wands and the Five of Wands equals the Nine of Wands. So, let's see what the Five of Cups is about. And as I said, this might be something linked with August for some of you. Enough of you for the universe to blurt it out of my mouth as I was going to say, whatever, October. Okay, so we have got the Star and we have got the Knight of Cups. And so basically, this loss and regret is about something you thought was your hopes and your dreams, okay? And the Knight of Cups is all about sort of seeing the future as you want it. So come the 4th week of October, you will sort of feel that whatever you had lost, your hopes and your dreams you thought was what it was, and you lost it a few months ago. And you'll be starting to realise that, well, with that Two of Cups just there, yeah, because like the Three of Cups are upside down or spilt or broken in the Five of Cups, and there's always two cups still standing somewhere in the picture. Now, and also she is pouring out two cups into the river and the land, and that will be the indication of you putting your hopes and your dreams out to the source, out to the universe, and out to the 3D, the world. Okay, so you're letting everyone know what you wish your future would be like. Okay, but that's the Two of Cups. This is like well, I've got to get on with it now. I've got to move on, and I've got to make do with what I've got. I've lost 3 out of the 5. Don't want to lose the last 2. Crossing this is the 10 of Swords, which is just indicating that this is the end of it. Whatever it was what started in August, it's now come to an end. It's a painful end. It's a bitter end, but at the end of the day, it's the end, and you can move on. Now, actually, underneath that, it shows you're getting prepared to move on, to work with someone new. That 3 of Pentacles we saw in the split. Okay. So, okay, October going into November. Let's have a look at this. And then the last card of the call. Okay. There's our 5 of Pentacles again. And the 10 of Wands. Okay, so come the end of October into the beginning of November, basically this is telling us that a lot of you will be looking at your finances and how to make them work better for you. They're causing you a bundle, financial hardship, a burden. Financial hardship is causing you a burden. Okay, financial hardship is also causing you a bundle. There you go, I've just managed to put all the different things I said about that 10 of Wands into the sentence. So yeah, it's basically saying you're looking at your finances, you're trying to see where you can cut, where you can slim down on things. It's all looking inwards to your own life, trying to work out if we need things or not. To make balance, you really can't get a much. If I just done these 4 cards all by themselves in some random read, you can't ask for cards. I wouldn't be able to stack cards to come out like that. Okay, it is perfect. You're in financial difficulties of some description, they're causing you a burden. You're going to be looking into your life. Yeah, the Hermit card, possibly not going out so much, the Hermit card. Yeah, to bring balance, financial balance, practical balance into your life. So then you can start to build off that foundation, because it forms a nice little triangle there, and the triangle is the strongest shape known to man. It's a brilliant foundation to build from. Okay, so that is your monthly read for October. Hopefully, if it resonates with you throughout the weeks or month, you will get back and drop in a comment saying, wow, Simon, you were bang on with week 4. Okay, but there's no problem. You don't have to. That is entirely up to you. I would just like to know. I like confirmation. Okay. If you like this reading, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and share it out to someone else you think might like it. So hit that like button. Last of all, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would greatly appreciate it if you'd come on board to be part of the tarot team with me and everyone else. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful month, and I will catch you all on the next video.